What up, AOK Mafia? It's your boy Artofkickz, and just like that, we back with another one. Alright, y'all. So, today we got a video here. This is people with superpowers caught on camera. We gonna find out if these folks actually have superpowers, or what kind of abilities as human beings do they have that maybe far exceed the rest of us. Maybe that's the case. Like I said, we're gonna find out. But anyway, y'all boys and girls ready? I'm ready. Let's go.
Powers are just in the movies and comics, right? While most of us mere mortals don't have super strength and green skin or lightning bolts for eyes, there are some gifted humans hiding amongst us. Blessed with some strange and sometimes paranormal abilities, these magical mutants can mystify us with their unique talents. Is it genetic evolution or exposure to radioactive waste? Whatever it is, the X-Men are here. Ready to meet the superhumans that live among us? Let's get it on. Etibar Elchiev. Given enough time, there was bound to be someone close to the Chernobyl nuclear meltdown who exhibited a phenomenal ability. Meet Etibar Elchiev from Georgia. His day job is training...
Not this Georgia, I'm pretty sure. I've heard of this guy before. This dude can like stick metal to him crazy.
Aspiring kickboxers, but in his spare time, he practices breaking his own world record. This man has the unique ability to attract metal to his body, having nothing to do with his not-so-magnetic personality either. Dubbed the Human Magnet, he's able to hold 53 spoons onto his chest and back. Becoming the world record holder was his initial dream, but now he has his sights set on something bigger. He's pulled a Mercedes along the road with a metal plate on his back. Who knows? In a few decades' time, with some intensive training, we might...
That's insane. This fool had a freaking hood of a car just sitting on his back, on his chest, and the dude sitting on top of that and it's not falling off. That's insane.
We might see this guy twisting and manipulating metal at will.
That's
Wim Hof.
crazy.
Many people have claimed to be able to control their body temperature over the course of history, but few have put it to the test to the degree that Wim Hof has. The Iceman has climbed Mount Everest and Mount Kilimanjaro barefoot, with just a pair of shorts to be able to record it all.
I wish. I used to like the cold more than the heat, but now, I swear, each year I get older, I hate the cold more. I'm like, bruh, I don't want to be here no more. And it's gotten cold in Atlanta. It's gotten cold a lot quicker than it used to get, man. Whew.
In fact, he holds over 24 world records for surviving in conditions that would prove fatally cold for other mere mortals. Using Tibetan time-style meditation, Hof is able to shut off activity in his mind and redirect his energy into keeping his body heat constant. This ability also works with extreme heat, as incredibly, he ran a full marathon in the Namib Desert without food, water, or change in his core temperature.
What? I didn't know he could do the heat too. This dude has a mind over matter over will on a whole other level. Man, like, these type of people fascinate me so much. I wish I could study them, like, study with them.
Proof that power of the mind and body is far beyond scientific understanding.
Yes, it really is. It really is.
Dr. Doolittle could talk with the animals. Tarzan was raised in the jungle by apes. Is it too far-fetched to believe that someone like this can exist in the modern era? South African Kevin Richardson
he crazy.
People possess a natural affinity for understanding and communicating with animals. Move over, Crazy Joe Exotic. This guy is the true Tiger King. And
nah, is he out there in the actual wild, or are these lions and freaking hyenas that have been maybe brought up in captivity and then released in the wild, and he's out there visiting them because they're used to him? Is that the case, or he's actually hanging out with wild? Nah, I don't believe that.
He's against raising cubs in captivity just for tourists to pat. Richardson is the real-life lion whisperer and has been accepted by a wild pride of lions in the Dino King Game Reserve in Pretoria. He rolls around on the ground wrestling with his lion buddies and joins them for a good roaring session on all fours.
No way.
He has a wife and family, but once he sets foot on the savannah grass, he becomes one of the pride. Slowly.
There's no way. That's crazy. Look at them. They're like dogs. They're like loving, and I need a dog. I need a dog.
Dean Karnazes. Imagine if you could just run forever. Well, one man can. Dean Karnazes. He's run 50 marathons in 50 days and completed a trek of 350 miles in 80 hours and 44 minutes without needing to stop for sleep.
Yeah, boo. This man ran 50 miles or 50 marathons in 50 days. I can't run one in 50 days. This fool did 50. That's crazy.
For rest. He even ran a marathon in the South Pole in temperatures of minus 13 degrees Fahrenheit. For those who don't know, lactic acid is responsible for muscle soreness, tightness, and the feeling of legs as heavy as lead after a long session of training. It's produced as a byproduct of converting blood sugar into energy. Cramps and fatigue signal to the brain that it's time to stop, but Carnazes never receives these signals, giving him the ability to run almost indefinitely due to his body's extremely rare ability to rapidly filter lactic acid out of his muscles.
Oh, he is so lucky. He is so lucky. It's not fair. It's not fair to run a marathon with somebody like this. He's not average. He's not the normal human being. He doesn't experience fatigue. He can run nonstop and never get tired. Like, his muscles and stuff never like get tense or sore or anything. That is not fair. I can run from here to my bedroom and I'll be winded. And I'm in a tiny apartment and I'm back.
Jamie Keaton. Jamie Canhead Keaton is known as the human suction cup. For some bizarre reason, an undiagnosable skin condition turns his pores into something more closely resembling the properties of the suckers on an octopus's leg. He can stick cans, bottles, and even random objects like smartphones and house keys to his head and body. After shaving his head on a hot summer's day, he stumbled upon this weird superpower by accident after rubbing a soda can on his head to try and cool down from the midday sun. He's made a full-time career out of entertaining people, with beverage companies paying him to pour drinks out of bottles stuck to his head. Celebrities stopped to take happy snaps with him all the time, and at one NASCAR event, he posed in an astonishing 80,000 photos with fans.
No freaking way. I need $1 for everybody that's trying to take a picture with me. If I had this ability and I went to a NASCAR event and I took 80,000 pictures, you know how much of my time that takes up? I need at least $1 from everybody. So I got $1, $80,000 right there. It's crazy. I never heard of this dude before. This is cool. I love the uniqueness, man. Yo, it's on there.
Hands if you have to.
It's on there. What the freak?
Roy James.
This dude has octopus skin. That's crazy. Oh, I know this guy. He plays in Flash too.
Troy James is not your average contortionist. There are few people on Earth more terrifying than this man.
And then he has the look, his face. He looks creepy.
Rising up from an inanimate pile of crumbled up limbs only to run and leap towards you like something straight out of your worst nightmare. James is double jointed and extremely flexible, able to force and twist his body into unnatural positions. It's more terrifying as his whole demeanor and behavior undergoes a monstrous transformation. His one-of-a-kind posture has served him well in his various roles in sci-fi horror TV series and films. He's also performed on Australia's Got Talent, abducting one of the judges. His human spider routine caused the judge to let out a blood-curdling scream as James crawled up over his body, and it's safe to say he wouldn't have had much sleep that night. Jerry Mitchuleck. In the Wild West, it was the quick and the dead. Draw fast, aim true, and you might just survive long enough to see the sunrise on another day. Jerry Mitchuleck is a throwback to a bygone era. He's a professional sharpshooter closely resembling Deadshot, who's won numerous national titles and shattered multiple world records. He can fan the hammer at a speed faster than the human eye. His skill with a revolver is arguably unmatched by anyone who has ever lived. It takes a little over half a second for him to hit a target with 5 shots, 1 second with 8 shots, 3 seconds with 6 shots, a reload, and another 6.
Every shot that comes out hits his target. Hey, shut up now. We're working here. Every shot that came out hits a target. Wow.
Shots. The footage looks almost like it's been faked or doctored and gives a new meaning to the phrase "the hand is faster than the eye."
Woo!
As Steel Roning's bot.
Woo! Who needs a freaking machine gun when you got a trigger finger that quick? One thing that really fascinates me about these type of people is when they come across the thing that they are really, really good at. Like, what if that man had the ability to be that good at shooting, but he had never picked up a gun? You know what I'm saying? What if the guy, God, I can't remember who it was. I want to scroll back now because I had that same thought about someone else. The runner. What if the runner, well, I don't know. I feel like everybody ran at least once in their life. Maybe when he was a kid or something in school, maybe then he realized, oh man, I can really do this. I can run. I don't get tired like everybody else. But I feel like there's people that have hidden abilities and talents. That's why I'm someone that I try so many different things. There's so many different things that I'm good at because I am fascinated by the human ability to be able to be creative, be able to come up with stuff, and to be able to do things and to seed on a level that some people will never even find out about themselves. Like, y'all will be amazed. Y'all don't know what I got up my sleeves. Y'all don't know. I don't share everything with y'all. Y'all might know in due time, though. In due time.
High wire acts aren't news, as performers have been showcasing their control
jump
and balance
roping
for
up there?
centuries.
That's
What
crazy.
Roningsbakken is able to do is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
It goes beyond what you've seen in the circus Big Top.
He
The
crazy.
Norwegian has perhaps the best sense of balance in the world.
I've seen him
But his
before.
demonstrations as art and not just mere stunts. Some of his notable feats have to be seen to be believed.
I would be terrified. Those winds up there, those heights are insane. He's doing those balancing acts. Whoo! It's already hard to do the balance itself.
Like balancing on a single ice cube measuring 2 square feet, supported
What?
on each end, ropes suspended 1,000 feet above a glacier, or riding a bicycle upside down on his head using his hands to pedal across a...
This man don't have no safety harness on to catch him if he falls. This is gonna be the death of him. I hate to say it, but I pray for you, bro. I pray for you. I hope nothing happens because we would love to be able to see you continue to do this stuff.
tightrope between 2 cliffs. Although he doesn't possess fear, he does have a natural sense of self-preservation, an important trait when you live life on the edge.
People that lack fear are, man, you need to be concerned about them. If you know somebody that doesn't have fear, be concerned for them because unlike this man who has preservation, some people don't. And some people end up getting seriously hurt or lose their life because they don't fear. You know, fear doesn't exist in everyone, unfortunately.
Ho Eng Hui. Sometimes it's a case of mind over matter. For Ho Eng Hui, a lifetime of training in the martial art of Qigong aligned his body, breath, and mind, and has given him a crazily powerful and resilient finger.
I'm over here twisting my finger. I've been having an issue with this knuckle as of lately. I twist to try to pop it all the time. It hurts when I try to pop it. And then this dude over here doing this stuff with the same finger that I'm having an issue with.
This guy's able
If I try to hit a freaking whatever that is with my finger, I'm gonna break it.
to punch his finger clean through a green coconut and pour the juice straight into your
I knew it was
pina colada.
coconut.
Hui has a permanent spot on the streets of Malaysia where he performs for tourists, joking that his finger provides a living for his family. He's continuously broken his own Guinness World Record and can currently pierce 4 coconuts in a shade over 12 seconds. Just imagine what this gnarled finger could do to a human skull. It could
Yeah.
pop it like a water balloon. Best to stay on his good side.
Ooh, that's insane. Imagine this dude just pop your melon.
Stig Severinsen. Human being or aquatic sea mammal? You be the judge. Stig Severinsen has more than earned his nickname as the man who doesn't breathe by using a state of zen to control his breathing underwater. He's able to spend 22 minutes submerged stationary in water. To put this into...
What? The records used to be like held by deep sea divers used to be like 6 to 8 minutes. And it was at that time considered humanly impossible to go further than that. This dude could do 22 minutes. I can't remember the magician name, but there's a magician that can go pretty long too. And there's a whole science behind it. And supposedly it's supposed to be if you hold your breath underwater and not stop, even if you pass out underneath the water, they can pull you back to surface after X amount of minutes, 4 or 5 minutes or more, and you're perfectly fine because you never once inhaled. Because what happens is a lot of people, they panic and they end up inhaling, and that's when they drown. But if you let yourself pass out underneath the water, then when you come back to surface, they can, resuscitate you or whatever they do. Maybe you're not resuscitate because you're not, you're not per se dead, but you've passed out and now you're back because you didn't inhale the water.
Perspective, a regular person can only hold their breath for between 30 seconds and 2 minutes before beginning to take in water and eventually drowning. He holds the record for the world's longest underwater swim.
People take in water and they drown.
Falling an astounding 500 feet under a frozen lake without breathing apparatus, wearing flippers and a wetsuit. He took things up a notch the following day by swimming 250 feet in just his trunks. Scientists have studied Severinsen, remarking that he has almost triple the lung capacity of a person. We say his mother was a dolphin.
See, he's one of those type of people. His mother was a dolphin. He looks like a freaking dolphin. He's one of those type of people that I'm talking about. Like, how did he know he had this ability? Like, especially for him to be able to push his limits. When you're in cold water, it cuts down the time that you have of holding your breath. It makes it more difficult. How did he know that he had that ability? Trying different things, having fun, living your life, living your best life. But man, I thoroughly enjoyed this video. Woo! Y'all know what time it is. Like this reaction, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more. As always, the link to the video is going to be down in the description box below if you haven't already. Make sure you follow your boy on the gram and Twitter at Artofkickz. I will catch you guys in the next one.